Hi, Steve here, KB3ORG. This is about week 2 of the stay-at-home order for the COVID virus, and I figured this is a perfect time to get some projects done. One of the things I have to do is I have to get out of the house because we need to free up a room to where my Radio Shack is and where my computer and office is at. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to take this shed and we're going to turn it into my shack. And it's all bare on the inside. It's just plywood floor. There's studs on the inside. I'm going to show you exactly what we did to spruce it all up to make it look a little bit more comfortable. And then we're going to give a small tour on what it looks like afterwards. So stay tuned.
Before we get started, I want to make a couple of acknowledgments. First, I want to let you know about Ryobi Tools' One Plus system of cordless tools. All the cordless tools used during this renovation project were Ryobi's One Plus system. From the drill, to the circular saw, to the jigsaw and router, they made this project go smooth and easy. I have their full line of products that I use here at the shack and at my maker workshop. All tools use the same type battery, providing ease of use and power. Be sure to check them out online or at your nearest Home Depot. Next, I want to thank the sponsor of my channel, bunkerstuff.com. Their support makes all of these videos possible. They carry a full line of customizable and personalized items for the ham radio, storm chasing, fire, and EMS communities. Be sure to visit their website at bunkerstuff.com. Alright, here's the original setup. 6 feet wide, 7 feet long, computers over to the left, some equipment, radios over to the right. The shed outside is going to be 10 by 10. So that'll give me a little bit more room to set up and flex my radio muscles. Okay, here's what we're starting off with. It's a simple 10 by 10 shed. We moved some stuff to storage. There's a few more things still to go to storage. As you can see, it's a plywood floor. The studs are exposed, no insulation. So this is what we're going to take care of first. Alright, so first thing we did was put insulation in all the vertical studs. I didn't do the roof because of all the equipment that's going to be out here. I wanted a little bit of heat to be able to dissipate because it could get really hot in here in the summer, even though I am going to put some kind of heating and air system in here in the future. Okay, once all the insulation was in, we put up some of the paneling, inexpensive paneling, only $11 a sheet, and then we started putting in the flooring, which was only 50 cents a square foot. So the entire flooring only cost $50. Not bad. Alright, here it is. Floor is all in, looks good. And now I want to take some time to express my gratitude to my wife. She put that entire floor down and half the paneling. With my knees, I couldn't do it. And thank goodness she was around. She was quite the trooper. Got this knocked right out. Next, we trimmed out the windows so we get some light in here and so I can see what's going on in the outside world. We put an extra outlet against the back wall up in the rafters for TV that's got to be installed. Now we had to figure out how to get the antenna cables into the shack. So we used this protective outlet box, drilled a hole through the wall, and it works quite well. Now here's where we had that unexpected problem. We had to get internet into the building. At first I thought we would just use some wireless devices, like the Nighthawk AC1900, good USB wireless. It still wasn't good enough to grab the signal from inside the house, so we ended up going with an external box to run the wires from the new shack into the house. And here's where I got to thank my son, because he came over and he buried the lines and ran that cable for me. The first thing I set up in the new shack was this shelving unit to house these vintage computers that a good friend of mine gave me a few years ago. I have coded on every single one of these machines, so I have a lot of fond memories of these. Okay, so I'm going to take you through a walkthrough here of the final result. And you got my computer set up here over to the left. A couple posters that were in storage for a while. I'm finally able to hang them up in here. Charging station for some batteries. The 55-inch screen that displays all the data from the weather station that's outside the shack. We're going to do a video on that in the future. There's that shelving unit with all the vintage computers. And more shelving. And here's what everybody will want to see. The radio station, pretty modest, Yaesu FTD X1200, Yaesu 400, and of course my Radio Monkey. I got that in Wildwood 40 years ago. And that is the front. And we're coming right back around again to the computer setup. And then down there on the floor in the left in the blue is the server for KB3ORG, the website, and then the other computer is the main computer.
Okay, so that was the whole process to turn it into a shack. And the one thing we got to do to make it absolutely official is we got to put up our sign. KB3ORG, Steve. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like it, we got some upcoming projects, so be sure to click subscribe below and the bell to be alerted when new videos come out. And please leave your comments. I'd love to hear what you thought. Thank you.